Hi, this is Kent Ketter with Hot Takes, back to you for match 5 of our video series here with this lovely combo deck. So, what I think we're going to do is we're going to keep this one. I actually think the turn when looting is probably not unreasonable, but let's put this in play tapped. We'll wait until turn 2. Draw a red source, we get to hold on to this mana source, which is great. Four Jund decks. I think it's another Jund deck. If you want to beat Jund at your local meta, Goryo's Vengeance combo. Until they figure out how to beat it, which is, like, not that far away. So. Snipes through the breach. So now if our opponent attempts to fire off something on the next turn, we can Is It Charm it. I don't think we want to Is It Charm much of anything, though. I think we'll do pretty well with another turn here. Okay. I think we're just in really good shape here. I think our opponent, I mean, he knows what we're on, but this is just a good sequence for us. We'll draw. I'm just going to discard both of those. Can counter the Liliana if our opponent tries to put that in play, which is what it's looking like. So we've got the Griselbrand here. So I'm going to hold up a counter spell for the removal. If we draw a bolt... Actually, I don't know if we can draw the bolt here. Okay. I think this was a pretty cut and dry game. The little combo every turn is pretty easy to to set up again with drawing 7 new cards. Definitely wanted to see an Emrakul there to make that a little bit quicker, but we'll take what we can get. I'm going to stick with the sideboarding we've been running with. I think Brutality and Bolt are just worse off, and one Is It Charm are worse than a Cut and some Sanctities. Let's try to 2-0 another Jund deck, I guess. This deck is fascinating. It's like 5 to 6 decisions a turn. It feels like unless they bring specific hate for your Jund deck, you end up pretty far ahead. So that's kind of nice. Sorry about that. I'm just I had a flight this morning back in from Orlando, and I'm just been dried out all day. I drank a bunch of soda, and I just didn't want to keep... Sorry, drank a bunch of water this morning to try to rehydrate, and now I just need to keep my mouth, moist because I still just feel So, soda it is. Apologies if that bothers anyone. Totally get it. I will try not to be so thirsty next time around. Anyway, so I think what a lot of what this matchup is doing a good job of showing. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to put one of these in play. And the reasoning behind that is we can pitch the other one. I think our opponent's most common reaction to this is going to be Maelstrom Pulse. So I don't really want to put 2 in play. Like, it doesn't really do us much good. And the extra card in our hand does come into play. So small thing to think about with the deck. And it's kind of nice, though, because you don't lose any value with the double discard. So we'll put this into play tapped. Pass it on back. I assume our opponent's going to put like a Goyf in play. Okay. So here we can let the Liliana resolve, and the thought there is we just have like quite a few dead ones to get rid of. I'm actually going to get rid of this ley line on the first one. Looks like we're going to tutor up a bolt here. Take 2 on the attack. Take 1 less here in this next turn. No, we're actually just going to go full up because I don't want to lose value here to the Ghost Quarter. So draw 2, discard 2. Best case, I think we're going to be able to... Oh, okay. So we're going to bend these. Yeah, we might run into some issues here. Just need the mana sources here, actually, and we can just put a nice... we'll discard another Griselbrand on this one. Keeping 1 of each. We're still very much in this, especially if we can draw a cantrip or a mana source. That's a mana source. So if our opponent can flip something not as great here. Raging Ravine, that's a brutal one. So unless our opponent isn't thinking, might have made a mistake there actually. And we're dead. Okay, concede that one. I don't think we're gonna change anything on this sideboarding. I mean, maybe they can't deal with this, but the rest of this just feels really good. Alright, we're going to leave it as is. I might be lacking in all the depth to understand how to put the correct ones into play. So definitely sequence the Serum Visions first, get through the fetch land, so anything we want to keep can just hang on top. We will be bottoming this because it does us no good, and we are going to top this because it sets up as part of a combo. Downside is without that ley line, our opponent has a much easier time disrupting us. But if like they disrupt this hand and take the Through the Breach, we're just live to like Faithless Looting into a way to deal with it. Looks like our opponent didn't have the discard spell there, which is a little peculiar if you ask me, unless they're really trying hard to Thoughtseize us without having to give up. Maybe they're just not wanting to go to 15 and scoop to that Emrakul, which is kind of a big game. Huh. Okay. Alright, well we got the sources we need. We can Through the Breach this Emrakul next turn if our opponent takes 1 damage for us. We got it taken care of. So as long as we don't get Thoughtseized here, actually Inquisition does as much work. My hope is that it's Lily on a tick up and then we're just, you know, killing our opponent the next turn. Yep. And that'll wrap things up here for El Hot Tacos. The hottest of the tacos. So we're going to discard and opponent's going to give us some amount of business, then we're just going to untap and throw some spaghetti at the bad guys. Knees weak, arms spaghetti, sweater already. Exile this. We're going to cast this. And pop, 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 pop. Ooglies and booglies. So then we attack our opponent and not Ririana. And we got it. Liliana. Alrighty, 3 and 2. Okay. That wraps up match 5 there on Hot Takes. Let's go to the outro video. And we'll talk about a couple of things and focus on kind of some of the areas where I think we can improve. And it's some pretty simple stuff. So this was Kent Ketter with Hot Takes, bringing you some Goryo's Vengeance action. It's all brought to you by Cardhoarder.com. Give them a check for your Magic Online needs. And also, if you're finding these on YouTube, www.cardhoarder.com/content. Yours truly and the Cardhoarder Professional Magic the Gathering team. I'll post some content there. So take a look. Love to hear from you. Thanks.